Never easy to get your kiddos to try new foods or eat a complete balanced diet.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's another Dougherty Dozen update. I know I've been busy, but I promise you I'm going to be getting those uploads up tomorrow, the next and the next. It'll be there, don't worry. We have round two. We have round two of the boycott of the sponsorships. It's all been going off. It's been going off on everything, really. It's been basically, if we still remember the last sponsorship she did that ended abruptly and horrifically, it was the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and it didn't end very well. That happened, people complained. The company then basically released a statement and said that they are cutting ties and they're going to do the vetting procedure a lot better, like up their vetting procedure. I mean, for the love of gosh, please, just anyone, just make sure who you're sponsoring, make sure you're going through, because it just saves companies like a whole heap of hassle. Well, Alicia has now done another sponsorship, and I'll play you the video and you guys can just have a little watch and you'll be able to see. Basically, it's with, I've never heard of them before. I'm pretty sure they are a US based company, so this is the reason why, but I do know what a multivitamin is, obviously. But I think they're called like the Flintstones gummies, I was literally going to say candy, Flintstones company and they do these multivitamins, and people are not very happy about it. And she did this whole entire thing.
Kiddos to eat a complete balanced diet isn't always easy. Let's make mealtime a bit more fun with the This or That Foodie Challenge with the Dougherty Dozen and Flintstones vitamins. Spinach is high in iron, which supports healthy growth and development. Which option would your kiddos most likely pick? This is a great source of vitamin E, which supports eye health. Would your kids choose peanut butter and jelly or broccoli? This is another great source of zinc, which supports immune health. Would your kids vote for cheddar cheese or kidney beans?
It's never easy to get your kiddos to try new foods or eat a complete balanced diet. That's why I'm always looking for creative ways to make mealtime nourishing and fun. As part of their morning routine, I also give them Flintstones Complete Chewables to supplement their healthy diet. They are the only children's multivitamin with iron and calcium among leading brands. I took Flintstones vitamins as a kid, and I love that today they're the #1 pediatrician recommended brand among children's multivitamins. So my kids can enjoy them as well.
Yeesh. Okay then. All right. So much to unpack. I did actually go away and Google exactly when this company was founded, started, created, whatever. And I've got the information for you right here. I think it was 1968, anyway. So what she's saying could actually be valid, because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, if this was, can you imagine if she said, oh, I used to try this as a kid, and then it turns out that the company had it hadn't even started until way after. Do you know what I mean? And we saw that happen with Jess Fam with, was it panty liners? Then she made up a whole date and actually they weren't released. Anyway, completely beyond the point. I would have found it quite funny if what she was saying wasn't true. But whatever, I'll let that one slide. Overall, I mean, it's an ad. I mean, she really struggled. The reason why I keep on emphasizing her saying diet is because she just completely fumbled over her words, and I'm just a bit like, this was so obviously, script. It was written, it was, she was basically being told what to say. She went ahead and said it. Now, I mean, I could say a whole load of things about using your kids for ads, but you guys probably already know my stance on it. Do you know what I mean? It's an ad for children's vitamins, however you want to say it. Her kids were obviously going to be present, but I don't agree with it, but they are present throughout pretty much most of her ads, really. The thing that really gets to me with this ad, and I've got two different, I'm fairly split-minded about it. On one hand, Alicia is known. When you think of Alicia, right, one of her main trending popular things, and even to this very day, it is still that, is her over-the-top excessive food hauls. And the reason why so many people like watching them is because she goes in there, spends a load, more than we could ever possibly dream of. I would love to have her budget going shopping. Can you imagine? Just, oh my gosh. I mean, I buy completely different things, as I'm sure a lot of you guys would as well. But could you imagine? Heaven. But the thing is that a lot of it is filled with over-processed, sugary stuff. We see it, and it's one of the things she's known for, and it's a massive topic of conversation. It's what she's known for. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that this like vitamin company didn't quite put two and two together and then made her say this little spiel about like healthy eating and stuff, and I'm like, okay. Then they're also, one of the reasons why they're so annoyed is because they know that Alicia, you know, doesn't really feed them the most healthiest things all the time. I'm not going to get into this again because I've brought it up before and it bores the hell out of me. And I completely side with the fact that nutrition is so important for children. But these are the kind of same people that are getting annoyed that she's being sponsored by a vitamin company, saying that she's not feeding the kids any proper things, but are like trying to like take away the vitamins from her. I don't know. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It's just such a catch-22 of a situation. Anyway, people are not happy, and they have been shouting from the rooftops. I will read out a couple of comments. These are pulled from Flintstones Vitamins, the Facebook page, and then also the Instagram as well. If you go on any of their posts or any of their reels, it is just bombarded with people going, what are you doing? And the thing is, it's like 2 sponsorships in a row where they clearly haven't understood who they're partnering with. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's like a slight side eye, and they're like, hey, let's gift these kids some vitamins, you know, just to make sure they get, maybe it's a slight shade, but I doubt it. They just want to push out their newer products or whatever to massive platforms. I don't think there's any like deeper meaning behind it. But once again, the Mad company and then this company are not doing their due diligence. Today it's just a money thing. Alicia is accepting it because she wants the money. The companies don't really care about who they're giving these things out to. They just want people to buy the product, which will then make the money. At the end of the day, it is a money-making machine, and you can tell this.
Balanced diet.
How sad is this to learn they are paying the Dougherty Dozen sponsorship? They must be desperate and going under. This family has no idea what nutrition is. Just go and watch a TikTok. Bad decision to use Dougherty Dozen in a sponsorship. Do better. Why would you partner with the Dougherty Dozen of all people? If someone did 20 seconds of research, they would know that Alicia Dougherty knows nothing about nutrition, just like Mad dropped her after doing their due diligence. She feeds her children junk, I can't say that word, exploits her children and loves to drink and make ice cream floats. This is the face of your product. Wow. They are some real strong words over there. Why would you even go ahead and sponsor someone who is a problematic influence or exploits their children, especially their kinship children? I mean, I know everybody has had or will have Flintstone vitamins and stuff, but this is ridiculous. Do better. Now, from what I've gathered, because I've realised that this company has been around for relatively quite a long time now. You know, Alicia said that she had them when she was a kid. It says established in like 1960, whatever. I am under the impression that this is like quite a leading brand within the States. Yes, no, we do not have it over here. Ours are actually made by the same people who manufacture like wine gums, like the sweets. It's all a little bit convoluted. Anyway, point is that people are not very happy about it for many different reasons. One of which, I mean, I've already explained it, but you have on one aspect the nutrition of what she normally feeds her kids, and then on the other side of it, people aren't happy that this big children gummy company is okay with child exploitation. And I can completely understand why people feel both those ways. There then is just the argument over, should people be contacting sponsors? Because I think that this is going to end up the same way the whole Mad thing ended up, where enough people are just going boycott that they end up severing ties. And at what point will people then stop doing so? I think her latest ones have just been a little bit too close to the bone of like the opposite of what her content has been or what she's shown or whatever. Like people have a vision or a memory tied to kind of what she's promoting. Do you know what I mean? Like, and a negative one at that. I do think that the other times that she's done sponsorships, you know, of like Sunny D and whatever, like they don't really get as much of a backlash because that that sounds pretty typical branding. And for all we know, she does feed her kids vitamins, do you know what I mean? But I think it's just the fact that she's then talking about healthy eating, balanced diet, and then we then know like what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know. I remember Alicia saying in a video a little while ago, just before the summer, that she said, oh, it's going to be like sponsorship brand season. So she's going over all of the different ads she's got up. I honestly just think that she just accepts any that will give her money. And that is the same way with quite a lot of influencers. So I was doing a little gander over on the Dougherty Dozen Exposed. I think I have my notifications turned on to pretty much all the Reddit things, so I just get alerted whenever anything's happening. But I saw this post where someone said, to do with Mad, that they basically deleted any evidence that they spoke out against Alicia. Now, I went back to try and see on the Mad Facebook group and then also Instagram. I had a little look and I couldn't find any statement. I'm not sure whether or not they did like an Insta story or whatever. Did they do a thing on the grid? Because I honestly couldn't find any of their posts or anything, and I am super confused. Now, the people on Reddit then go on to insinuate perhaps Alicia's lawyers have been behind it, perhaps her management company. I think I couldn't find any of the posts to do with you know, the statements that Mad put up. I covered them. I have seen them. They definitely did exist. I can't find them. If anyone wants to go and have a little look and let me know down in the comment section, you can do, because that, if they're definitely not around, which I've tried to look and I can't see them, people are saying they're not around. If they're not around, this is just me being sneaky suspicious. I reckon it's probably something to do with Alicia's management team, that they don't want that kind of thing put out there, because maybe some of the stuff that people were saying was just a little bit too elaborated, you know, stuff like, oh, she's an alcoholic, for instance, which is something that we don't know. I mean, you can say that she made some bad, like some obviously crappy errors, and she definitely appeared like she drank a bit too much, but to say that, to make a sweeping statement like that, you've got to, you know, it will massively tarnish a whole brand. And whether or not it was true or not, at the end of the day, how are you going to be able to prove it unless you know her personally? Do you know what, is this making any sense? I'm not poo-pooing what people have to say or whatever. It's just what I'm thinking. It's just a little bit, I don't know, but I reckon maybe Mag got paid off. I don't know. Maybe the posts are still there. I just can't find them. So I don't know what has gone on with that. And yeah, let me know down in the comment section, and let me know just what your overall thoughts are about all of this like sponsorship takedowns, because there's been a lot of them, and I have a feeling they're just going to keep on amping up if they trigger people enough. And we do see this with quite a few sponsorships, you know. Quite a lot of other influencers get targeted as well. Some people just cannot do sponsorships anymore because they will forever be hounded. The Ingham family, for instance, you see Sarah constantly going on about not being able to do sponsorships because people contact them, and it's like, yeah, because it's your husband, because of what your husband did. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.
Buy them in bulk, but you know, we're not doing that today.